Alright, I'm back with another video. This one is about delusion, fantasy, illusion, reality, and actuality. Alright, so first is delusion versus fantasy. So delusion is when you are no longer grounded within your fantasy. And fantasy is imagined reality. So a lot of people, they have their different fantasies and they imagine reality or what it would be like to be with this person or to have this job or to have this car, these clothes, or whatever the case may be. That's a fantasy. There's nothing wrong with fantasizing, right? That's what the mind does. And then delusion is when you allow your feet to detach from the ground within your own fantasy, in a sense. And it's gonna get hard to get back down from that. But that is when you have reached or crossed the line into delusion. All right, so then you have illusion versus reality. Illusion is making something appear real in reality when it is not. And an example of this would be like magic tricks where, optical illusions or anything like that, right? That's just like a simple example. Reality is a multitude of things, but it comprises the physical, in other words, the third dimension. Reality is what's here, you can experience through the five phenomena, stuff like that. That's what reality is. So what is reality versus actuality, right? So, and before I get into this, reality is, like I said, this, right? Actuality is when you are, for instance, you're having a discussion with somebody and they say, well, actually, right? That's the actuality part. Okay, so in reality, people, places, things may not truly be seen as it is. In other words, phenomena might not truly be seen as it is. There is a veil covering the subject in question, right? Whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. So in actuality, there's transparency. The veil can be omitted as underlying things come to light. For example, grocery shopping, right? So I have grocery shopping here just to show you, but on one side I have a farm, on the other side I have the supermarket or grocery store, another, Walmart. So this person is trying to decide whether they should uptake farming or go to a farmer or continue going to the grocery store or going to the supermarket. And, these are different things, right? So from a farm-based aspect, farmers are growing this food. They know what they're putting in the ground and what to expect. What they're getting out of it is natural foods, herbs, fruits and vegetables. They harvest that food and then they can eat natural, right? Those are natural sources of food. And in reality, both of these things occur in reality, right? So both of these things occur in reality. And then at the supermarket, people are getting processed foods, chemicals, and chemicals in these foods, and there are vaccines in this food. And this food is unnatural. A lot of people are buying unnatural food, which in turns, that's just what it is, right? Whether it's the meat products or the packaged products or the frozen products, all of that stuff has its drawbacks. But, then you have to decide, right? And these may sound negative, and I didn't list many negative things for farming, but this is just from a objective standpoint. This is what you get from farming. This is what you get from grocery stores. Now, you can eat natural at grocery stores, right? I'm not saying that you can't, but in most cases, if you go walk around Walmart and look at people's carts, their carts are full with packaged products, things to that degree. So this person here, they have to decide, well, if I do this, I have to put more time and energy into farming or finding natural food from farms. But, these farmers are independent, or you could be independent and grow your own food and, know what you're eating. You'd be more knowing, but it takes more work. And then for the grocery store, it's more convenient, but you're also dependent, right? Over here, you're independent in a sense. You're not counting on somebody to provide food for you, right? Because this person, even though this is convenient, this person is still depending on the farmers because the farmers supply these people. So, and then it's unknowing and a lot more risk, right? So in a sense, this is like the middleman for this. So you could just do like a peer-to-peer, cut out the middleman and interact with solely farmers. There's another option there. But hopefully I got a point, I got across my point of delusion versus fantasy versus illusion versus reality versus actuality. And I want you to think about, where are you in these 5 categories, and how can you apply these 5 categories to your life?